Everybody that follows my channel should know what my top three cryptocurrencies are. The ones that I'm holding that I believe in. So if you are one of those people, thank you for watching for as long of a time as you have. Um, but for anybody that doesn't know what I hold as my top three cryptocurrencies and why I hold them, I will talk about that in this video. But if you could, before we get started, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell for more of these videos, as well as checking out my link for BTCC down below. If you guys are interested in that platform, it is a really, really good platform to where you can, trade up to 500x leverage if you want to, but it's very, very difficult to trade at 500x leverage. So I recommend starting with a 2x leverage. And if you are very scared, this platform does offer a demo platform or demo trading to where you can practice trading. But if you specifically use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus on your first time deposit. Extra bonuses up to $10,055. Enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees, as well as, again, being able to trade up to a 500x leverage with no VPN and no KYC that is required. So check it out. Link is at the top of the description. Now, like I said, many people know what my top three positions are. So we're just going to go through them and talk about why I like them so much. And honestly, I'll go through how much I hold of each one so you can get a sense of, when I bought, like where I bought and kind of what the gains are looking at for those positions. So the first one is obvious. I talk about it probably more than anything as of right now, which is XRP. XRP is the third largest cryptocurrency, if you're not including stablecoins, in the market today. It's sitting at a $125 billion market cap with so much room for growth. There's many people that count this out and say it will never get to 200, 300, 400, or even $1 trillion market cap. I see this as the best utility coin in the market for sure. You can look at anything else and say, okay, this. Yeah, they have their own utility in their specific markets. This could be a utility literally in every market that you have out there, in every country that is out there. So this is a phenomenal position, a phenomenal coin that currently sits at a $2 price point. Not too long ago, this was at a 50-cent price point, even lower, 30-cent price point, where you could have seen massive returns. 50 cents, you would have seen a 400% return, 500% return, and all the way up to basically getting to the all-time high of $3.65. The all-time high was actually $3.84. But volume that we're seeing per day, $4 billion. It's up 200% over the last 24 hours. There are 60 billion coins in circulation. There's 40 billion coins that's left in escrow. That's something that worries a lot of people, to wonder where that escrow is going. And I believe that escrow is going to be utilized in a very, let's say, fashionable way, right? A realistic way to look at it, rather than going, oh, they're just going to offer it and you're going to see a bunch of dilution. I think there's going to be something more that's behind the scenes, that's behind the curtain, that will benefit XRP holders, Ripple in the end, as well as the multiple economies, the global economy as well. But XRP can be heavily used for cross-border payments, which is a huge industry. It can also be looked at as one of the largest cryptocurrencies that is partnering with banks. So while you look at anything that could be a transaction-based currency, this could be that, especially with the popularity, especially with the amount of connections and the amount of partnerships. It's the one of the only cryptocurrencies that's in the room when it comes to government conversations in the U.S., which is a great thing. XRP is the only cryptocurrency that has legal clarity, meaning it is not an unregistered security. It is, something that clearly is defined there because it went through those stages. It had to go through that lawsuit, extensive lawsuit there. So it is a phenomenal position that I currently have over 200,000 of. I bought a lot while it was at a low price. When it increased, I also bought more because I believe in it that much and where it's going to go. This is it is my largest position. While it didn't cost as much as it's worth right now, the value or how much my portfolio is worth drastically increased because of XRP and honestly XRP alone. The second position that I wanted to talk about is JasmyCoin. This is one that I've mentioned in definitely over 200 videos at this point. JasmyCoin sits at 86% of a penny. Not too long ago, this was at a 6 cent price point, but it has the ability to go a lot further than that. It is a data coin, basically all data driven, where if you think of Internet of Things technology, basically if you think of a refrigerator, why would you need technology on that? Why would you need internet on that? A phone, why would you need internet on that? You wouldn't have thought that you would have needed internet in different devices in different places, but it comes in handy, right? And with that, you have a ton of data, and this gives you that control over that. It is known as the Bitcoin of Japan, and is very very popular over there, as is it's popular over here. Very very popular over here. It is down 99% over the long term, and the reason why is because of dilution. You could see that right in front of your face. Dilution came from the supply. And I said this, that I thought this was an amazing project with a lot of support and a lot of popularity, but all I wanted to see was that dilution to buy at a low level. I currently hold 1.5 million at an average of 54% of a penny. So currently I'm up a decent amount on the amount that I'm holding. I have 100,000 that's sitting in my forever wallet and 1.4 million that's sitting for natural growth that we see. It's at a $428 million market cap, which I still feel like is a phenomenal price. Anything under a penny is a phenomenal price, but you have to understand the long-term hold over it before you try and just get in for the eventual like quick pump, because it just got to a penny not too long ago. Like if you look a week, it just got up to that level of 1 cent again, currently sitting at 86% of a penny. 50 billion coins in circulation. Well, 49.44, 50 billion of a max supply. This constantly sits at a 11 or 10 to 30% volume to market cap ratio, which means that the amount of volume that's coming in compared to the market cap, it's very popular position. So again, I have 1.5 million. Still up on that play as well. The last play that I have here is Cronos. Cronos has a lot going for it. The only thing that I can say it doesn't have a lot going for it is the level of volume that we want to see in a popular play. But we know that the popularity of Cronos doesn't come from the amount of volume that's coming into it, but the amount of volume that's holding it. Cronos has a huge amount of holdability to it. The power that it comes from is because of people that are staking it, because they get a large percentage back. People that decide to hold it and stake it because of the credit cards that they offer. People that utilize the Cronos chain and need it in order to transact on the Cronos chain. It's something that holds a lot of power in just staying put. And we've seen that. A lot of people stake it. A lot of people like what they have to offer and what Crypto.com is doing. Because Crypto.com doesn't only offer the Visa signature cards or anything, which you would have to stake a decent amount in order to get like good benefits, 5% back, which is more transactions in CRO. Welcome bonuses that are in CRO. And then you have other things that they're doing on Crypto.com, right? Individuals, you can look at crypto stocks, predictions, you got the signature cards, banking, level up, a lot of different stuff that they have to offer on their website, as well as on the Cronos chain, that can eventually be a large impact to Cronos and that ecosystem itself. So it's a big play for me. I currently have about 420, give or take a few thousand, because I continue to gain more seemingly every day because of the amount that's staked. Most of it is held for the long term because I'm looking to hold and use these credit cards for years and years to come, as long as the benefits stay the same or are still beneficial to everybody. But it's a phenomenal play. It currently sits at about 10 cents, a $4 billion market cap with $15 million worth of volume, giving you a volume market cap ratio of less than 1%. Now, 100 billion coins are out there in max supply. 38 billion is in there in the circulating supply. So that's something that is a worry if you're looking for a negative or a con. That's something that could be a worry to a lot of people because of the supply that's technically still in what I would consider an escrow, right? Where they can release it and make that available for whatever they decide to use it for. The good thing about CRO and crypto.com is the fact that it's also in the room when it comes to governmental conversations. For reserve purposes, for treasuries, for a lot of stuff related to kind of linking the current financial economy into what could be that new economy that's created, where it's more of a digital based system. Who really knows? I don't know because I'm not in those rooms, but it is very interesting to know that that's kind of the way that things are trending. So those are my top 3 plays that I have. I also have a lot of other plays in my possession, the ones that I'm looking for larger gains from, and ones that I'm looking for decent use cases from. But these are the top 2 plays that I talk about constantly. XRP, JasmyCoin, Cronos are fantastic plays that offer a large potential for that growth that we all want to see as investors. I want to know what you guys think about my top 3 plays. I want to know what your top 3 plays are. You can be honest. If you feel like you don't like these plays at all, be honest. Let me know the reasons why, as well as let me know what your top 3 plays in the crypto market is. And I don't want to hear, oh, I have these 3 meme coins. Those are gambles that you make. Are they the worst decisions ever? No, right? You can make money from those things, but I want to know that something's going to impact, our world, our future. What are those positions? Top 3 utility coins, if I have to say that. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Definitely check out my link for BTCC. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.